Born in Aberdeen, Washington. 1967.
What I liked about Kurt, I guess, a lot was his personality. He could be very funny. He would tell jokes and play jokes and on people. He liked a lot of the same kind of music that I did. He liked a lot of this, doing the same sort of things, and he was very artistic too. He could draw really well. He played guitar, but that didn't matter to me so much at the time. I actually liked the fact that he could draw and stuff, and it was funny more than that.
Because I couldn't find any friends, male friends, that I felt compatible with, I ended up hanging out with girls a lot, and I just always felt that they weren't treated with respect, especially because women are totally oppressed.
What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Are you sad? Most people think that if I look at them and I don't smile, that I'm pissed off. So I go out of my way to make it look like I'm enjoying myself. I usually am enjoying myself.
Nirvana is a three-piece underground alternative grunge rock band from Seattle, Washington, or the outskirts of Seattle, Washington. And that's about it. I mean, that's what we are.
So great. Like I was saying before, it's really great to work with somebody who has their own ideas, And not only can you translate exactly, I mean, that video has come closer to what I've seen in my mind, what I've envisioned, than any other video. I didn't think it would ever be possible to come that close, It was just perfect.
You're just as happy playing in a basement, sometimes that's the most appreciative time we have with music, is just being together because we're good friends.
A lot of bands that are bigger than us, or as big as us, have like 50 people on the road with them. It's just a big, confusing, stupid thing that happens. We're still really down to earth in that area, and we may suffer for it a lot of times because we don't get things done, but oh well.
Save a lot of money.
It's just funner and simpler that way.
He was like the ultimate anti-rockstar. That related to me a lot and kind of informed me a lot, because I feel like, it's hard to relate to musicians who act like gods, It's like way different when they're real people and that, and that kind of comes through. And then they're kind of amazing in their own way, but he's like the ultimate of that.
It's hyper relatable. Just to have a pep assembly scene that's gone bad, That's gone bad.
Anything you've experienced before?
No, it was just more or less like a fantasy of ours for that to happen in high school while we're sitting at a pep assembly bored off our skulls, So after a while we resorted to skipping the pep assemblies, not going to them at all. But I don't know, it's just an idea.
He was certainly not depressed all the time. He was a warm, funny, loving guy a lot of the time. He was particularly nice to me and a lot of the people around him. To the extent he had darkness inside him, it was almost all directed at himself. Not everybody who's brilliant is a nice person or a good listener, but he really was.
One lyric, the sun is gone, but I have a light, the day is done, but I'm having fun. And then this morning, his body found at home, another casualty of success.
He had so much to give, and he had so much left to write. And I think in a way, and I don't mean this speciously at all, that I think he was the closest that his generation came to a John Lennon, in that, you know, he was writing very much from the heart, very directly, and he didn't play according to the rules. And the thing that I found really disturbing was that the number of letters that I got after my original review of In Utero, in which I made that reference. People were saying, well, how dare you compare him to John Lennon? I say, you know, look at their life stories, listen to the music. If you don't see the connection, then you're just not paying attention.